What is this? This glorious rainbow smear spreading across your screen. Could it be? Gasp. BOSS, Boss? Indeed it is, my friends, Boss. If you remember, about 4 years ago we recorded a playthrough, a partial playthrough, and as much as we could, of a game called Boss, which was a Moria variant that was very strange. Involved mafia elements, sci-fi elements, 1980s punk elements, like a lot of weird crap. But it was preposterously fun, in my opinion. After I got into it, I was like, wow, this is really a fun variant. Our attempt to play through that game was stymied, unfortunately, by a bug. Partway through, our experience points wrapped around to the negative. As a coder myself, I was able to quickly discern what the problem was. They were recording their experience in an integer variable, which once you hit about 32,767 cannot store more data and wraps around the other side. That may be not the exact number, but it's 32,000 something. And I contacted the maintainer, who told me he agreed with my assessment and would look into it, but to the best of my knowledge, he never did. Nothing ever happened with it. Unfortunately, I thought Boss was behind me forever. But about 10 months ago, Boss version 3.0 appeared. This is version 3.2. Do not play 3.0. I tried it this morning. It's fundamentally broken. But 3.2, hopefully, we'll be able to get a playthrough out of. So we're going to give it a try right now. Now, I'll let you know who it was made by. It was made by somebody named Plunder Bunny. At least that's what they went on by on Reddit. But if we actually go over here, it's made by, here being the place I'm looking, not the place you're looking. It is made by a gentleman named Richard Drysdale. That is the current version of Boss 3.2. The earlier version was made by Robert L. Gullidge and Jason E. Black back in 1990. Okay, let's dive into this by pressing N for new game. Here we go. N. Welcome to Boss. Boss is a roguelike game, a tactical, top-down view, single-player role-playing game, originally based on Moria. Boss is set in an alternate history United States of America. Thank God we could really use an alternate history United States of America right now. Although this game takes place in the late 1980s. While playing, our character will battle evil scientists, psychotic gang members, hideous mutants, vicious aliens, and the boss himself. The goal of defeating the boss before he takes over the world is obtained only after exploring the chaotic system of tunnels that exist below 8 cities overrun by the boss's minions. Unlike many roguelike games that have punishing difficulty and require a considerable investment in time, Boss is an easier and shorter game that is hopefully more accessible and enjoyable. The help within the game is extensive and can be accessed by typing a question mark. Read especially the information under Adventuring and Commands. Version history can be found under the heading News. Good luck playing Boss, and most importantly, have fun. Will do, sir. Let's press space over here. And there we go. All right, so here we are with our first choice as to what kind of character we want to make. In the earlier version, I went and watched my own video, my first video from 4 years ago on this topic to see what I can remember about the game. And we played we chose for a quality alien. Now, as I recall from that one had a big README file. This one does not, that I can find. But there were 3 different races you could play: human, Jarwangian, and Daisian. Human being human, Jarwangian being like a good alien, and Daisian being evil. I chose the quality alien and ended up a Jarwangian, so I'm assuming that's your gateway to play an alien character. We're not going to choose that this time only because I've done that before. So let's choose healthy, because I want to be healthy. We're going to choose male because I'm male and it's just easier for me to relate to the character. And last time we chose a soldier. I'll admit I like playing a soldier. It feels like it's a combat-oriented game. It seems like the obvious thing to play, but we're going to play a scientist because we played soldier before. There we go. Okay, so use the arrow keys or number pad keys to move the indicator to the attribute or ability that you want to change. Then press plus or minus to increase or decrease. The number in parentheses are should have been parentheses, I guess. The numbers in parentheses with an E instead of an I between those S's are the amount of change and the cost to change respectively. Let's see here. So we can move this up and down, this little asterisk, and we can up these things. It looks like for wisdom, if we wanted more wisdom, we could spend 1 point to get 10 points worth of wisdom. This is as far as I got in the earlier version I tried to play today, version 3.0. There were a lot of errors on this page, and then on top of that, it just crashed when I was done making a character. So hopefully we'll get further than that. Hopefully 3.2 has solved those issues. But let's go ahead and try the same approach I did last time. We're going to up the last time being this morning. Whoops, I'm going to press plus. I'm going to get my guns and grenades up because it is a combat-oriented game. So let's get this up to at least 80. Let's get our melee up to 80 as well because, we want to have options for what we use. Maybe that's a mistake if we end up relying more on guns than on melee weapons or vice versa. Then we're going to regret that waste of points, but whatever. Weird device, I think, is like ray guns and that kind of thing. Let's go ahead and put that up to at least 50 so we're decent with them. And saving throw, if this is like any other Moria variant, this is the stuff that keeps you from getting, killed by poison or fire and that kind of stuff. So let's make sure that's pretty high. You can see our experience factor is currently 2.1. I think we need 2.1 times the normal amount of experience to level up. We could apparently, for 40 points, which I don't have, reduce that or increase that. I think it looks like I could, if I wanted to, I could make it even harder to level up. For instance, pressing plus. No, it didn't make a difference? No, maybe I can't. I minused it. Oh, I see. Minus it. So if I wanted to make it experience factor 2.2, so it's even harder to level up, then we could have some more points to put out places. Maybe that's worth it. I don't know. Let's put it back to 2.1 for now. We could increase the amount of cash we start with. I'm not going to bother with that. $20 per point. No. Yeah. Correct? No, maybe. Yeah, that's right. Perception might be worth getting up. I don't know. Let's try our constitution. Our constitution is already pretty high, 17. That's not bad. Let's put our strength up a bit. Yeah, sure. Let's do this. Let's make it 2.2, and let's get our strength up a lot more. There you go. Let's go with that. Yeah? No. And dexterity. Let's make our character kick ass at the expense of, it's going to cost a lot to level this guy up. Let's put our melee up higher. And that. There you go. We are the proud child of a hypochondriac. You are a credit to the family. You have brown eyes, straight brown hair, and a dark complexion. Okay. Note, guns, grenades determines the effectiveness of ranged weapons. Okay, so as we go through this, it tells you what it does. Provide a chance to resist special attacks, damaging skills. Okay, that's kind of a nice touch. It actually tells you what these things do. I wasn't paying very much attention, but I was basically right in my assessment of what it is. Affects combat with melee weapons, also thrown projectiles, tunneling, bashing, and encumbrance limits. Journalism skills, interesting. All right, well let's dive into this. Many tricks can be learned, and the chance that a trick will fail. Tricks, I don't even know what those are. Let's press space to continue with our character as is. Here you. Oh, it's interesting. Nice little. I like that. It's like a little freaking note card. We're 22 years old. We have a height of 6'4". We weigh 100. We're very. What the frick? We're 6'4", and we weigh 123 pounds. I'm 5'8". If I weighed 123 pounds, I would be emaciated and near death. 6.4. I hope this guy. Our scent is talcum powder. That's pretty. I'm already enjoying this. We're ridiculously, scandalously starvation-induced 123 pounds, and we smell like talcum powder. Our social is 1, whatever that means. Okay, we need 46 experience to level up. We need a lot. We deeply suck. I guess if it was 2.3, then we should probably need, 20? Yeah, I guess we should need 20 experience. We need 46. We only have 12 hit points. That kind of sucks, despite our very high constitution. Melee fights were okay. Guns and grenades were okay. Saving throw were good. We're okay at stealth. We're very bad at disarming. Okay at weird device. Bad perception. Very bad searching. No infravision. I'll tell you something nice already. Something that is obviously off base from the original boss, but I think in a good way. The original boss really did pride itself on a lot of comedy. Not all the comedy was awesome. Some of the comedy was like at the expense of the game. And you saw that manifest right here. We might see melee fights okay, but you might also see, instead of disarming very bad, it might say repugnant or gross or dude. That kind of thing. And as much as that might be a kind of a comedy thing, you might be like, hey, haha, that's funny. It meant nothing. And as a player, you're like, what the hell does this mean? Here, he's dispensed with that. We've got we got words that at least mean something to us, so that's useful. What shall we be? We're human, I think, so we'll be Michael. Michael what, guys? Let's be a very generic name, Michael Gordon. I guess it sounds kind of like Michael Jordan, doesn't it? But we're not. We're Michael Gordon. Randomly came to mind. All right, here we are. Departures. So we're heading to Seattle, guys, in 5 minutes. Or we can go to Mount Vernon or Bellingham, perhaps. We're definitely going to Seattle. That's the starting place. It is 8 o'clock in the morning. You board a bus to Seattle. Actually, it even tells us there. If you cannot find the bus where you are, where do you expect to find it? Well, I don't know. Let's just press space. I guess we're going to Seattle. Okay, here we are. That's interesting already. Okay, we have a different sort of style of map than we had last time. It was very, very generic last time with just a bunch of blocky buildings. Look at this map of Seattle. As a matter of fact, when I played the last version of the game 4 years ago, I made a joke that you can't see the Sky Needle. I wonder if that big circle is the Sky Needle. Maybe he's taken some effort to, include some stuff that looks vaguely Seattle-ish. I don't know. We are the @ symbol, of course. It's got color graphics now. It didn't have that before. Let's try pressing L for look. And look at this. A Scorpion gang member. We can move the cursor all around just to point at whatever we want while we're in look mode. That's great. In the again, when I say earlier, I mean 2.4b that we played 4 years ago. You had to look in a cardinal direction. That's no longer the case. I'm already really, really impressed. Let's press L to get out of this, perhaps? No? Let's press escape to get out of this? Yes. Let's avoid this. Well, let's press I. What do we got? We have a beginning tech manual. We have 5 frisbees. We have 2 K rations. We have 2 restore intelligence pills, a pair of Nikes, a lab coat, and 5 disposable flashlights with 300 minutes of light. I was about to comment, wondering why why some of them were highlighted and some of them aren't, but it's just alternating. It looks like it's just a way for us to help recognize what line we're on when we look at this list. So let's go ahead and let's get out of this. Let's press. Oh, we can do it right here. Let's press wear. Let's wear. Oh, this is nice. The pair of Nikes. You're wearing a pair of Nikes. Let's wear the lab coat. Nice. We do not have any kind of weapon that I can see aside from the frisbees we can probably throw. Let's. I'm pressing space for next page. It's not doing anything. There's no next page. Let's press escape to exit. Let's now do brow. No, let's do G. Learn which skill. So these are the, if we were to browse our tech manual, we'd find a bunch of spells in there, or abilities. We can choose one of these. I'm going to take motion detector, I think. I assume we can't learn any more. No, that's it. So we could do a motion detector if we wanted to. We don't have to do that right here. I think we have a full view of what's going on up here. Let's look to see what this person is. It is a stock trader. We're not going to mess with anybody in the above world here. There's no reason to right now. Let's go into W and see what they got. So we can buy fragmentation grenades, incendiary grenades, dynamite, stun grenades, bricks. Those would probably be cheap. They are. We can just throw bricks at people. A hand axe. A hand axe sounds like a really useful weapon. Now, I'm noticing one thing here that I noticed when we played again 4,000 years ago. 4 years ago, actually. It doesn't give us any real stats other than +0, +0, but we don't know what the damage is. Can we look at an item? Let's press L. Let's press L and look at the hand axe. Don't know anything about it. I don't know if it'll ever tell us the damage range it has. But let's go ahead and purchase a hand axe. You have a hand axe. And let's escape here. Let's go ahead and wield. Press space to list the hand axe. All right. At least we now have, a little bit of armor and our lab coat and Nikes and a hand axe. If it had a crowbar, we could have been Gordon Freeman. What's that guy? A Dirty Harry. Let's not mess with a Dirty Harry. Let's see if we can find any other, stores that'll help us out here. What's the G? Ginseng Gary, the ninja, is selling. We could get like a missile weapon, like a pistol, a 45 caliber pistol, or a 9mm. Surprisingly, the 9mm is more expensive than the 45 cal. I would instinctively think the 45 cal would be more damaging. That would just seem like it makes sense to me. But let's go ahead and purchase C, a pistol, and let's purchase some standard 45 caliber rounds. Done. We're probably running low on money. Let's go ahead and wield as well. No, let's press X. So our secondary weapon is now our hand axe. Let's go ahead and wield the pistol. And let's press X to put our hand axe as the primary weapon again. How much money we got left? Can we see? Cash. We have $49 left. Let's go see if we can find any more armor to help ourselves out here. Stay away from that Dirty Harry. This is some sort of, a temple. There you go. Pamphlet of meditation. So we can buy some holy spells. I don't know if we're capable of casting them in the first place, so I'm not going to buy them. But we could get some like potions, the equivalent of potions. A Cure Light Wounds pill. Let's go ahead and purchase 3 of those, which should oh, that's all we had. Let's buy 1 of those. All right, and let's try and go down into the dungeon beneath Seattle here. Now, each dungeon, if it holds to what was the case in the 1990s version of the game, each dungeon has 10 levels. At the bottom of the 10th level is a boss that you can kill. And if you kill that boss, you then have the right to board the bus to go to the next city. So that is our current objective, is to kill the boss at the bottom of Seattle's dungeon. Let's go here and press greater than. And here we are. Oh, we need to wield something, right? We need hopefully we have, we have flashlights. Let's go ahead and wield a flashlight. Can't see very far, can we? Oh, it releases a cloud of spores. You feel confused. What is that? That is a gray ectoplasm, guys. Let's go ahead and try and hack at it with our... Okay, we killed it. We killed it with our hand axe. Let's pass our turn. There's 5. Yeah, there we go. You once again know what's going on. Okay. So the gray ectoplasm definitely hurt us. Let's go ahead and rest. How long? Until our hit points are back. All right, there you go. Ding! Our hit points are back. Now, one thing I didn't mention. It is currently Tuesday the 1st. At 8:06. There is a time limit in this game. If you don't kill the final boss by a certain date, you lose. I don't know what that date is. Instinctively, it feels to me like it was a year, like you have 1 year to do it, but I could be totally wrong on that. Maybe it's a freaking week or a month. I don't think it's a week. Maybe it's a month for all I know. I don't know if I made that number up or if it was authentically a year. I have no idea. We really can't see very far, can we? Let's try our spell. How do we do that? M, maybe? Use which tech manual? A. And let's press space to list. Let's cast... Oh, we apparently already had Energy Bolt. Let's go ahead and try Motion Detector. Okay, so we can see some monsters around here, guys. Let's press L and find out what we're looking at here. We have a large brown snake. All right, fair enough. A green walking fungus. And a giant green frog. All right. I know nothing about these monsters for the most part, other than, instinctively what I know from Moria. I have no idea if we should be afraid of that or not. There. I thwapped the large brown snake and slew it. We now have, how much experience? We have 9 experience out of like 45 or 46 we need. Let's go ahead and throw. No, not that. Let's try F for fire. No. How do we throw, maybe Shift T? Which direction or target? Let's press space. No, we'll probably throw what we got in our hands. All right, we should have probably equipped our pistol. We didn't. All right, let's go ahead and do that. Let's wield. Because I just don't know what to expect from the fungus, right? Let's just press X. All right, we got this going. Let's go ahead and fire. We don't have any compatible ammo. What? Do I have to wield it? Let's try wielding the 36 rounds of 45 caliber ammo. Sorry, you can't wear or wield that. What am I using? Oh, I didn't switch my weapon? Yeah. Oh, we bought a 9mm pistol apparently, guys. And I bought 45 caliber ammo. Well, aren't I stupid? Alright, well, let's go hunt this guy down with our... oh, for fuck's sakes. We killed him by pistol whipping him. But nonetheless, let's go back to our hand axe. I'm really embarrassed, guys. Bought the wrong ammo. Move this around. I set this window up to be the same size as the window in the game. You'll notice in the title screen there was a bit of a black strip to the east. That was actually in the base window, so I don't know if that space is needed for the game proper. So if I've got this slightly smaller than it needs to be, I apologize. I'm doing my best based on what I can see on the screen. To make sure we don't get anything cut off and not realize it's cut off. Well, oops, what are you? You wallop the radiation orb. You've destroyed the radiation orb. This flashlight is just painful in how dim it is. If we can get something and we get out of here, I'd like to... Oh, welcome to level 2. Okay. You can gain new skills now. Let's go ahead and press G. Let's take alter position. I imagine that'll be like phase door in Moria. Like we'll be able to teleport a short distance. Yeah, we learned it. Let's also, when we meet the next monster, cast energy bolt so that we at least... Cast. I shouldn't say cast. Well, let's go ahead and kill him. He's right next to him. Let's try... motion detector again. Alright, let's try M-A... A, that's energy bolt, and we're going to go to the east. There. The yellow ectoplasm is hit with an energy bolt. You can see resources underneath our hit points there on the left is at 0. So we only have... That's our mana, essentially. Well, we found something. We have a floppy disk labeled questions to negate many junk. So these are kind of like scrolls, as I recall, but you do need a computer. You actually have to be carrying a computer to use them. So it's a slight difference from Moria. You can't just pick up a scroll and use it. What do we got here? Let's, well, you can't energy bolt it. You smack around the Crud gang member you've slain. The Crud gang member. What do we need to level up now? Do we know? 138. We're doing okay, I guess. We bashed the Millie of Milli Vanilli fame, by the way. I'm pretty sure that's what that is a reference to Milli Vanilli. There'll be a lot of pop culture references that would have, you know, oh, I didn't realize the screen would scroll. That would have made more sense if you were living in the 90s, or 1990 when they made this game. Oh, we pounded the computer virus. You've destroyed the computer virus. That's interesting. It's a monster that looked like a floppy disk. A low-life wanderer, okay. Let's back off and rest, because I just realized our health was quite low there. There you go. Ding. So if you're not a child of the ancient days, it was a yellow Jarwangian mold. Alright, we killed it. Got $2 worth of dimes. And a topaz pill. So it's the equivalent of a potion. We don't know what it does at present. We can go sell it later or give it away or something, I don't know, and learn what it does, or we could just pop it in our mouth and find out what it does the hard way. I do not advise anybody pop a random pill in their mouth that they found in a pile of mold. Much less yellow alien mold. You pound the worker droid. You've destroyed the worker droid. God, I wish we had some sort of light spell. Hey. Low-life wanderer. Let's go back off and rest. Apparently you can interrupt your wait. So press any key to stop vegging. A floppy disk labeled 2 steps to destroy several helms. This is going to take forever exploring this map with this low light. This is just painful. There's got to be a way to increase this. It's a Studley hacker. You see it's welcome to level 3. Excellent. You can gain new skills now. Do we have a light thing? I wonder if that's flare. Let's try flare. We'll learn that one. Let's go ahead and try flare. M-A flare. You are surrounded by polka dot light. Alright, so it does light up a small area permanently. But not it's not like a permanent light spell where we just see further. That'd be nice. Alright, well. You see it's kind of red too, like a road flare. It's kind of nice. Kind of a neat idea. At the very least, it displays to you the fact that, hey, you lit this up, like it's lit permanently. Couldn't go down a level even if we wanted to, guys. We haven't found any stairs yet. And even when we do, I think we want to go back to the surface and get something that'll give us more light. Snapping turtle. Let's go ahead and rest till our hit points are back. It's currently 8:46 a.m. on the first day of our adventure. A short pygmy. $1 worth of nickels. Literally nickel and diming us to death here, guys. There's a way... Oh, we're poisoned. You feel very sick. Let's go over here. Let's rest for a minute. I don't know what the hell happened to us. Let's rest till our hit points are back. Now we're not poisoned anymore. You dream of rainbows and lollipops. I did like the fact that we turned green when we were poisoned. That was kind of neat. I wonder if we set off a trap or something. I'm kind of already really enjoying this. He smacks you with his stick. There's a puff of smoke. Shit. We have somebody who's attacking and teleporting here. We sliced the mumbling scientist. Being on level 1, nothing too threatening yet, thank God. Let's get as much money as we can and as much experience as we can before going up. $2 worth of trinkets. Large white snake. I imagine those monsters are unchanged from their base statistics in Moria. It's definitely a cavernous level here, eh? Nice, straight up. Whoops, fuck. Wasp swarm. They poison you, and it looks like maybe they multiply. Okay, we're in trouble. Let's go up here. Let's pop our how do we do this? Commands. We're in big trouble, guys. I think we're gonna die right here. Let's go ahead and how do we get through this? I don't care about movement right now, guys. Space. Bash. Disarm. I want to be able to pop my cure pill. Okay, so it tells you there gain is skills, meditations, tricks, or techniques. Because we're a scientist, it looks like we have access to perhaps techniques, I don't know, or skills, I'm not sure what that is. But if you were playing a different kind of character, maybe you could gain access to tricks and that kind of thing. So different spell types, essentially. Mix pills, we don't want to do that. Plant explosives, we don't want to do that. We want to frickin' eat a pill. Aim a ray gun. Berserk, go berserk. Equipment, fire. Hurl. I'm already hurling because I'm poisoned. Do we have... How do we take a pill? Search, use, no. Version, exchange, wear, wield. Come on, guys. If we can't figure this out... Oh, here you go. Here we have a list of the items, so we know what it does. That's kind of interesting. It sucks that we have to look it up at all. Frisbees do 1 to 3 damage. I don't know. I didn't see what our other thing was. Our hand axe. Let's go to frickin' again. We need to know commands. If we don't know how to pop a pill, we instantly die. Even if we take the pill, I'm pretty sure we're gonna die because I think those frickin' wasps are just gonna sting us again. Eat. E is eat. Let's try it. Let's eat. A Cure Light Wounds pill. It hit us. We died. Michael Gordon, the Sees the Light scientist, died near Seattle. That was terrible. The Low-Life Wanderer. Oh, it gives us like a what happened after this happened. That's nice. The Low-Life Wanderer wrote a best-selling self-help book that was instrumental in turning around the lives of thousands of troubled children. I'm trying again. Let's press escape to exit. Let's go ahead. I'm into this game. Let's perhaps play... What happens if we... I had a good lucky run, 1,000 years ago. I want to play Alien. Male. Soldier. Same as I did last time. I do not quite remember what I did last time. I'm going to put the strength up by 1. I think I did that. I think I put the dexterity up to here. Put the constitution up to 18. Okay. Let's take this up to 80. This up to 100. We're going to buy the right kind of ammo this time so we don't get caught like that. Saving throw, let's put up pretty high. Jesus, that was terrible with that poison, wasn't it? You can go higher than 100, by the way. I'm just stopping there randomly. And weird device, let's put up a bit. Anything else we need? Perception. Perhaps that will improves the chance to understand new equipment or notice things in the environment without actively searching for them. Let's put that as high as we can. There we go. We're going to go with that. There you go. We are age 866. We're 5'2". We weigh a reasonable 137 pounds for that height. We once again smell like talcum powder. We are the confused child of a Jarwangian scientist. You are a stable member in the human community. So despite what I said earlier about, the stats, we have glowing eyes, by the way, wavy purple hair, and a dark complexion. Despite what I said earlier about the basic stats giving you straight up answers, I guess this kind of does. Melee fights be average, I'm guessing. Saving throws looks like it's great with that big grin. Stealth pretty good, I'm guessing. Disarming 6. Still kind of a weird mixture of things. But whatever. I don't know if I can really read that. We get plus 2 AC, plus 4 to damage, and plus 3 to hit. Alright, let's go ahead and enter your name. Let's be... We took Grizdot Malfor 4 years ago, so let's do something similar so we keep the Jarwangian tradition. Let's go with Hazanir Tolftan. Alright, there we are. We're going to frickin' Seattle. Here we go. Alright, here we are in Seattle with a totally different random map. That answers that question. No, there is no circle thing for the Sky Needle, but we do have water, and I'm pretty sure Seattle's a coastal city. I'll admit I've never been there, but it's the western part of the world. I'm pretty sure it's on the Pacific. Western part of the world, pardon me, western part of the continent. I apologize. Let's wield, and wear whatever we're gonna wield. Let's wield our flak jacket. Apparently gives us -2 to hit, but it does give us a total of 11 extra defense. That's worth it. We already have a 45 pistol. Let's go ahead and equip it. And we have the proper ammo with just magical ammo in our case. And let's go see if we can find a melee weapon. We can get food. Not entirely sure what it does. Some of them are on sale, though. You can see the K rations on sale. I imagine it's just like anything else where you, where you need food to survive for a while. See if we can find a better light source and a weapon. Of all things, those are what I'd want most. A necklace of wisdom. That's kind of neat. Hand axe again. We have 400. We could just buy a magical hand axe right off the bat. But let's not waste our money in that way. Right? Let's purchase a standard hand axe. Robbed again. Let's wield it. E. Let's press X. Let's wield the pistol again. And let's press X to have the hand axe out. Let's see if we can find a better light source. And maybe A for armor, maybe? No, it's an alien device of light, admittedly. But I don't think we want that, per se. Like a laser pistol sounds beautiful, but we already have the 45. So can we get any ammo? More ammo? 45 rounds this time? Not here, we can't. What else we got? Let's try and get over to that P without getting into a fight with somebody. Oh, there's some L here. What's this thing? The Hulkster! Oh, Christ. Fuck you, Hulkster. I hate the real-life Hulk Hogan, so I can hate this guy, too. Do we see anything we want to put on our feet? Say we already have a vest. We could get a shield of some sort, a large riot shield. A pair of combat boots. Let's get that basic pair of combat boots. And maybe a large riot shield. Let's wield all that crap. Oh, we already had a pair of combat boots. We are an idiot. Let's go ahead and sell the extra pair of combat boots we have. Sell. D. Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll take it for $10. We obviously lost $10 in that deal. Package of D-cell batteries. How about a camping lantern? It's only got 600 turns, but at least it'll give us some better sight lines for a bit. And I think the raincoat might go over our armor, but I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and purchase. Pardon me, purchase. J. Are we out? Do we get it? Do we not have enough money? We did have enough, but only just enough. So, let's go down. If you see this, I'll show you one other thing while we're here. If you see this one, this is inside the the hotel. We're in the office building in Seattle. Somewhere in here, there's things like, well, let's go look around. You wouldn't believe the things I've seen in soup. We're at a restaurant called Oh Crip. Apparently we can buy some weapons in here, actually, which makes some sense. Max Footroom, of course, a play on Max Headroom, at a 1980s or 1990s probably television character. We could, stay the night. It looks like Paradise Hotel. A voice on the intercom says, "Paging customer Hasan Tolfdan. Please come to the information desk. The boss is looking for you." Oh. Let's not do that. I don't think you can. We can get a sex change if we wanted to. We get plastic surgery, liposuction. I don't know what plastic surgery would do. Maybe it would improve your charisma? I don't know. Cure disease, of course. Nutrient vat. I'm not sure what all these things do. Well, we have a lot of options. Let's not bump into any of these people standing around. I assume they're just... It's a tourist. Let's not mess with the tourists. And we have also the... Whoops. B. Danny Dollar, the bookie. Here we could take a loan if we wanted to. And then we'd have to pay back the loan. But we'd have some money right up front to buy some more stuff. Or we could make a deposit. And we get 6% interest. If it holds true to what it was, in the earlier version of the game, it will only compound weekly. So we're not going to do that right now. A copy of the Seattle Times for Tuesday, March 1st, 1988. So apparently that's what the date is. I don't know what all this stuff does. The only thing we can afford, let's just try it. Let's buy a copy of the Seattle Times. Here you go. Washington's largest newspaper. 0% chance of rain. We get the weather, which helps us not at all. Today's investing for babies column, speculating on high-yield bonds by sticking them in your mouth. Area man stood up on dog walk. Dog says, "I wasn't ready to commit to being his house dog. I just wanted some pats occasionally." Savings plan withdrawn. Effective immediately, Seattle Savings and Loan has withdrawn its last man standing savings scheme. Speaking from a pile of bodies, Mr. Danny Dollar said, "I might not have thought this through properly." Area man arrested after using vacuum cleaner to clean himself. Mother always knew there was something wrong with that boy. Man with 17 children breaks into prison. Diamond thieves at large. A gang of thieves responsible for the theft of the Bunzabar diamond from the Seattle Museum are still hiding out in the sewers. 450. So I'm guessing that's at 450 depth. We will meet a gang of thieves. We actually did learn something useful from that for $1. However little. Apparently we could also seek special training. Let's just find out what it is. We can increase our social status. I don't know what it would do. Be nice to have a little more information on it. We can probably learn it via the help menu, though. A voice on the intercom says, "Paging customer Martha. Please collect your husband from the complaints desk. This isn't our job." I can tell you already, this is doing a better job of the humor than the old one did, at least to my tastes. Oh, we still have one last structure to look at here. Okay, we can buy the next advanced spell book. We're still using a tech manual as a soldier. Did we do our gain yet? No. We don't know any skills to start with. Unlike the scientists, we don't start with any knowledge. All right, let's go ahead and wield our camping lantern. Ugh. It's still only 1 square. That sucks. That was a waste of money. It's a mutant Keebler elf. Let's go ahead and X. Nope. Damn it. Now we've swapped. X back. Fuck, is this guy gonna kill us right off the bat? We killed it. Let's sit the hell down and rest. Holy shit, guys. This game is a little bit deadly. How much experience did we get for killing? We only got 3 experience points for killing something that almost killed us, despite our extreme level of armor, right? We get a flak jacket, a large riot shield, a pair of combat boots. We have way better armor than we did last time. And we still almost died to that guy. That's our way out. When we finish this level, we'll definitely call it quits for now, guys. Assuming we finish this level, assuming we survive. A sleazy thief. So we got a Puce pill, $2 worth of dimes, and a not very good ray gun, but at least it's a ray gun. We got something. Pygmy Captain. We're now level 2. You do get your hit points all back when you level up, it looks like. Let's do a game. No, still can't learn any tech skills. We're going to learn them a lot slower than the scientist did, obviously. The scientist is probably like a mage in a more traditional version of the game, and this is probably more like a warrior. Or fighter, or whatever the hell it's called in Moria. Oops. Son of a bitch. Mechanized Dustbuster. Alright. I didn't see what kind of experience we need. We need 102 to get up currently to third level. I didn't mention, I think I mentioned it in the first version of the game I was playing earlier today when I was trying to play version 3 of this game and found it fundamentally broken. I am playing this currently on a brand new monitor. My monitor failed 2 days ago, out of the blue, after I recorded that last game. Oh, that was an up stairway. We killed it. Remote laser camera. Killed it. I came back to the computer later that afternoon and turned on the monitor, and it had failed. It was vignetting. There's just no way around that. It's a hardware error. So I had to go out and spend $400 on a new monitor, which is not something I planned to do that day. But you got to do what you got to do. And I bought what I thought was an upgrade, and to some degree it is. It's actually a larger screen than my old one. It has a curved monitor, which is kind of fun, and it has HDR capability, which my old one did not have. So in those regards, it's all better. But I just assumed. Let's go ahead and switch. Let's fire this at space. Yep. Fire again. Hits the Tigger the Tiger. Switch back to our, our hand axe. We missed. Alright, he's dead. Got an axe or a rat or something coming at us. Let's go ahead and switch again. Pygmy rabbit's dead. A small spider was right on top of us. We killed it. Sorry, I'm losing track of what I was saying. I came back and it had failed, so I had to go buy a new one. And it was, like I said, it's curved screen, it's got HDR, but I mistakenly assumed that was a riotous Jarwangian named Paul. Welcome to level 3. You can gain new skills now. Let's go ahead and learn that motion detector. I want to know where things are. Let's go ahead and cast it. So we got an F down there, a little fungus. We had no problem with them before. What the hell was I saying? I mistakenly assumed that all monitors were baseline 4K now. They're not. So I downgraded in that regard. My old monitor was 4K. This one is not. And I'll admit, I had some emotional turmoil over that when I realized it. I figured as long as I had to replace the monitor, whether I wanted to or not, it had to be done. I thought, well, let's make sure at least it's an upgrade. And as a Vogon scout. Vogons, I think, might be the aliens from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, isn't that right? The ones that are coming to pave Earth. Or get rid of Earth. Anyways, I assumed it would be 4K, and it's not, so I was pretty upset. But I'm getting used to it. I realized it's very, very rare that I use the computer in 4K capacity anyway. I used to do a lot of visual effects work. I haven't been doing that for years, really. So I don't think it's going to come into play very much for me. Still bugs me, still galls me that I spent money to upgrade and ended up, to some degree, downgrading, to some degree, upgrading. Like I said, bigger monitor, curved, and HDR. I actually fired up Caverns of Zascazian 2 last night, and the game looks much better on this monitor than it did on my old monitor, which is kind of weird. I'm not sure what the difference is, but it just looked straight up better. So, I don't know. There's obviously some advantages, but I do wish this was 4K just so I wouldn't have this nagging sense of having let myself down, you know? Slobbering pygmy. A lot of pygmies down here. Oh, there's a trap. A dart trap. Let's avoid that. I guess having our perception a little bit high, is paying off. Have those changed in any way? Our saving throw is excellent. Disarming is very bad, but our perception is poor. Our melee fights is apparently poor. Our guns is average. Huh. Hopefully that stuff goes up as we level up. Faint from the effort. Oh shit, I overextended myself with my spellcasting there. We've got an M over here and a P over there. The M is an invisible mutant stalker. Let's go get it while we know where it is. Oh, apparently our motion detector lasts a while. We're at what, level 4 now? Oh, good. We're already better than we were before. Let's learn alter position. We don't necessarily need energy bolt when you consider that we have missile weapons. I like the fact that the motion detector lasts a while. It's not just instant the way it was in Moria, where you can cast and see monsters instantly and then they're gone. I wonder if the old period to move works. Let's try it here. Period north. No. Shift north. No. I don't know if you can run in this game. That was a small spider. Let me move my mouse off this thing. Apparently it hasn't been 600 turns yet because this camping lantern is still holding out. I went back to the Jarwangian soldier here because I know in the the first time I played the original game, we were still alive and kicking, well into the game, as opposed to our Michael Gordon, who died within moments. So I'm hoping that we can repeat that. That fundamental success. Let's go get this white rat before it can multiply. Well, in theory. Son of a gun. These cave environments are not the easiest to navigate with one frickin' square of light. Not going down a level yet, guys. We're going to go back to the surface and sell/buy stuff before that can happen. And when that won't happen in this episode, of course, we're going to call it quits very soon. It has to be more than a half hour by now. Let me check. It's already been 48 minutes, so it's a long introductory episode, mainly because we, of course, played with a wrong character. A character that we're not going to continue with. Woo! Found a strange rune. Don't know what that does. Don't want to find out the hard way. Not going to disarm it, just going to avoid it. Large brown snake. If we hit an hour mark and we're still down here, I will definitely save it at that point. I don't want a longer than an hour introductory video by any means. Tigger bounds about. It's pretty fast, it looks like. We could probably look at it and do the memory recall now. We could probably learn a bit more about them, is my guess. Let's try it. Oh, we don't know anything about those. Professional wrestler we've never faced before. Killed it, though. Certainly faring better than Gordon did. I think we're already level... Well, we're still level 4, but... Need another 100 experience or so to level up to level 5. 106 experience. Floppy disk labeled 2 ways to negate lost friends. Gifts and bribery. The slobbering pygmy comments about your mother. The slobbery pygmy headbutts you. Covered us with slime. Let's go ahead and rest. It's a fairly large level. I do wish it would leave like grayed out periods or something wherever we've been before, because I don't know if this area has massive if it's just open space or if it has walls in it that we haven't seen. You know what I mean? Hard to tell. Alligator skin purse. I believe that's a weapon we could use if we wanted to. I'm not going to bother. I'm sure a hand axe is better than it. I'm very glad I went back and looked for 3.2 here, because after recording that opening of 3.0 of this game earlier today, I was absolutely certain the game was just fundamentally broken. And was therefore not going to play again. But I thought I'll go back and check and see, and thankfully there is this updated version, which clearly is working. At least to date. Lots of snakes. It does say we're at depth 100 feet, like not 50 feet. So I wonder if... It mentioned the fact that there would be thieves at 450, it said. Is that authentic? Is it really 450, or is it like 400 or 500? Because it looks like we're going in increments of 100. Unless for some reason we took a staircase down to level 2 by accident without realizing it. Maybe there's a staircase down to 50 feet and I took the one to 100 feet. There were several staircases in the city down. Maybe that's the case. That'd be interesting. Still need another 64 or something like that. Maybe we can find the next staircase up. We'll go up, because we don't really need to keep exploring this level. We could probably go down to the next dungeon depth. Maybe not. Maybe we'll get one more level under our belt before we do that. Cast MAB to find this guy. Oh, it's a pit bull. Feel a little sad about killing that. I know back in the 90s, I mean, pit bulls still have a reputation which I don't think is entirely deserved. They're valid animals and very loving animals. Back in the 90s, there was such a fever pitch fear of them, almost an irrational hatred of them, because they've been involved in a few attacks, highlighting the fact that they were, admittedly, I think, bred for combat, if I understand it correctly, but I don't know. It's an undue reaction. The onus is on the owner to keep it on a leash, to keep it protected. It's always disappointing when any dog gets off his leash and attacks somebody and has to be put down or something, but yeah, back in the 90s, pit bulls were... It was a confused ostrich of all things, guys. Does A stand for animal, maybe? We're killing everything quite easily now. We're getting there for a level. Call it quits in about 5 minutes. Oh, that was a black speckled pill. Oh, we found it. Black speckled pill. Okay. We'll probably sell our pills. A bottle of cheap wine. All right. I don't see any notification that we're hungry or anything. It's not even noon yet, for God's sakes. We're really here to kill monsters, so let's just keep doing MAB every once in a while to find what we can. Maybe we might find a few things laying around as well that we can pick up, but we're really here to kill for experience, I guess. I'd like to be level 5 before I go down to the next level. I remember back in my Moria days when I was playing that for this channel, my rule was always, at least at the start of the game when you can, always be 4 character levels ahead of the dungeon depth. So we'd have to be, character level 5 before, well, actually, to be honest, we'd have to be level 6 before we go down to dungeon depth 2 if you follow that, but we'll go with 5. Not going down, we're going back out. Try and sell our pills to learn what they are, that kind of thing. Gain some more knowledge of what we're doing in the game here. Come on. There gots to be something going on here. Try MAB again. You failed to perform the skill. No. Let's not cast it again. We don't want to faint from the effort. It was a white hacker. I don't know what white in this context means. I hope that's not a racial reference. Or a skin tone reference, you know. Man, this level's freaking endless. You know what? Oh. I was about to go up that stairway, only to realize that stairway is not really a stairway. Oops. Oh, apparently we can learn Energy Bolt. Let's go ahead and do that. Didn't realize that. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Now we teleported. I guess we used our relocation spell, or ability, whatever it is called. Technique, or... Alright, we're up. There we go. We're back up here, guys. Let's just go around and sell some stuff, and then we will... we were wielding a hand axe. Our light source was... Oh, it's not turns. That camping lantern is minutes. Actual minutes. That's interesting. Let's go ahead and unwield. Or remove. Take off. Remove. But you're not wielding a computer. How do we stop wielding a weapon? Or a light source? Who cares? Alright, in here, can we sell anything? Let's go ahead and try to sell and see what we could sell if we wanted to. Let's sell the Puce pill. That's worth $10. Okay, that's a heroism pill, just so we know. Let's go ahead and sell the black speckled pill. That's worth $10. It's a cure light wounds pill. Okay, so we at least know what those are when we find them again. Let's go ahead and... Nah, I'm not going to purchase one of those. Let's do a quick look around and see if there's anything we want to buy, and we'll call it quits. A pair of boxing gloves. It looks like those are a weapon. Might give us +1 to hit and +7 damage, but also give us 2 armor, -1 something. I don't know. I don't think we're going to find much else here. Buy a hat stand to use as a weapon. How about more ammo? Can we get some more 45 ammo? We got the pistol. We don't have any ammo here, unless we were to buy a 9mm, which we can't afford. We're too poor to enter the B, whatever the hell the B is. We could get a computer to at least have the option to start using some of the floppy disks we find. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's purchase a Commodore VIC-20 computer because, let's be honest, they're awesome. Do we wield that? All right, our computer is a Commodore VIC-20, which means we can now use basic floppy disks we find, but I think that they have... I think the quality of your computer dictates, how effective your disks are. Let's take a look at this. A manhole leading to the sewers. So there's no specific reference to one bringing you lower than another. All right, let's go ahead and call it there, guys. If I remember correctly, you press. Well, let's go ahead and let's try it. Control Z. That was how you quit out of the old one. Let's go ahead and check the old commands thing. How do we quit and save, guys? Fill, gain, help, look around. If you're wondering how I was gaining those abilities, by the way, that was Shift G. Rest is Shift R. Tunnel, aim, berserk. Just want to quit, guys. Hurl, inventory, skills. Look, open, run, search, take off, use, take off, wear or wield, exchange. Journal. Oh, that's interesting. Return or enter to see your recent messages. It's kind of neat. Guys, how do we quit? I'm trying to adjust these. Come on, man, son of a gun. How about escape? No. Again, Control Z is what you used back in the day. I could try Control X. I did nothing. I could try Shift X. But you are wielding no weapons. Am I not? Where's our primary weapon of our hand axe? Where'd our freaking hand axe go? Do they break? Do they have... No, we're just not wielding it. Let's wield. Oh, God. It's possible that when we equipped the Commodore VIC-20, there was a bug and it unequipped our thing. I don't know. All right, we got to figure out how to quit, guys. Without that, we can't do it. Escape doesn't do it. F1. No. Control Z. Control X. Control Y didn't do it either. Fuck, I don't know how to do it, guys. Oh, 99 days remain. Okay, we got $100 days, by the way, guys. Good to know. I don't know what the frick to do here. The fuck do we do? Tertiary weapon. Oh, you can do a tertiary weapon. Okay, you can actually shift it over. With Shift X, you can actually go to tertiary weapons. That's pretty interesting. You can have 3 weapons equipped. Matter of fact, then let's do this. Let's do wield. Frisbees. Oh, you can't wield that. Okay. Never mind. All right, well, how do we quit? Shit. Let's try this again, guys. Adventuring, does it tell us in here? Get a description of Jarwangian is there. Alright, let's look one more time at commands. It's got to be in here. I'm probably just overlooking it. Gain. Help. There's every possibility I've already gone by it, and you've all seen it, and you're rightfully hollering at your screen, "Hey, you idiot! You looked right past it." R is to run a floppy disk from like read to scroll. T take off. Fuck. Dudes, how the oh, quit. There you go. Q and optionally save. Got it. Okay. Let's try Shift Q. Save before quitting. Absolutely. There you go. We're done. Sorry for the long episode, guys, but we're getting into a new game, and I'll try and keep the future ones to about a half hour apiece. That was us, playing as one character, dying, and trying another. Wherever you are, I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day, and I hope you enjoy this new version of Boss. I'm already into it. I'm having fun with it. I just wish my light source could let me see further. That's all. All right. Bye.